All right, it's back, it's painted. Let's have a look. Okay, the big girl's back. Remember we did an engine bay and a 4-speed and everything, so she's had a lick of paint now. She's back for some assembly, get some glass and lights and wire and loom and whack the RT dash in her. Beautiful. Anyway, we'll get her off the trailer. Okay, got this big girl back in the house. First job was to get rid of that orange in the headlight buckets. That was paining me, but anyway, it's done now. Looks better in there. Try and get some wiring loom going on now. So we've got all the engine harness and the main body harness in. I've just got to sort out all the headlights, indicators, horn, all that sort of stuff now, and then the tail lights and the rear half of the harness. And I've got the RT dash to go in, so I've ordered the new pressure sender for that. Because yeah, they require a different oil pressure sender, so I've ordered that. That's going in. I've got to get the wrinkle finish on the dash pad, which is there. That's going in. And yeah, just get it cracking, put it together and make something happen. So I'll get into it and start doing a bit of headlight assembly, I reckon. Okay, made a bit of a start on this big girl. All the dash and steering column and everything out so we can get at that. Went and chased up some more bits last night, so I've got some demister vents and door striker pins and rods and stuff like that for gear that we were missing. We'll put a new handle in this door. Get the lock and everything in. That handle's on, zipper rod. The door's actually locked. But yeah, anyway, our lock and everything's in that one. Handle's in him. I'll go and do the other side. Anyway, keep on to it. Okay, we have door handles. Look at that. And door locks. Lovely. Beautiful. That's what we want. Okay, one little issue I did discover. Easy mistake to make. The door was in like that when the stripes were masked up. Okay, nice and straight. The lock and the rubber and everything on it, the door's going to sit about there. And the stripes aren't straight anymore. So we'll have to fix that up. What's going to happen, the stripe will have to come off and be redone, I guess. But it's the way it goes. Like I said, easy mistake to make. A very simple one, but it's a very obvious one now. Anyway, we'll keep into it. Alright, so I'm going to throw that RT dash in this thing and get it working. To do that, we need to change the oil pressure sender. So we've got this one here, VDO 360.001. We'll screw that follower into there. We may also have to make that wire longer looking at that, but we will sort something out. So we'll bolt that one in and then get this dash cracking. Then we can get him all wired up. Beautiful. Get everything working in it and yeah, make it happen. Beautiful. Okay, we've fitted the oil pressure sender, as you can see, but of course the wire doesn't reach, so I'll solder a little extension onto that, put a new bit of conduit on it, new plug. Beautiful, should be ready to rock and roll. Okay, just cleaning up a bit of this gear. Just give these a wash and second-hand demister vents give them a coat of paint, they should come up all right. This dash stuff, we'll see if we can redo the banding on it and make it look pretty. Anyway, we'll give it a crack. Okay, before and after, there we go. They come up all right. Silver paint pen is your friend. There you go, keep into it. All right, so giving this a bit of a tidy up. As you can see, it's not perfect, but it'll look all right once it's bolted back in the car. Just put some heater controls back in there. I'll get a bottom fascia in, and then we can put the instrument panel in. Beautiful. We'll keep onto it. Okay, got a bit of this dash together. Starting to look the part. The cluster's just sitting in there for now. I'll get all the wiring and that hooked up on in tomorrow, I suppose. I think it's nearly 11 o'clock now, so I'm thinking I might go and have a shower and have a feed. But yeah, I'll get this instrument panel hooked up tomorrow, put the oil pressure sensor and that in it. So yeah, we'll get him all working, but it's starting to look pretty good, you know. Not too shabby. Anyway, that's me for today. Knocking off. Okay, gonna throw some headlight buckets in this thing. Got some new adjuster kits here from Plum Crazy. Adjuster screws, plastic plugs, springs, etc. So we'll take some of that and we'll put it in there. Sounds like a plan. This thing is coming together. Okay, so just whacked in the buckets. We're this car's a Bitzer, so it was built out of everything that was found. It's got a VJ Loom in it, so obviously they're a bit different. They've only got the indicators on the outside. They have the park light underneath the headlight, you know, in the headlight in the VJs. So we just got to modify this little headlight loom and extend that one, put a plug on it, and take that park light set off there, and extend that wire out with this one and send it out through the hole in the guard here with a couple of plugs on it to plug onto the VH indicator, which is park light indicator combined. So we'll get onto it. I'll modify this loom and whack him in and put some brand new headlights in that we've got over there in the box and have a bit of a go. We might be able to light him up. Beautiful. Okay, so this is what I've come up with. It's got the VJ master plug, headlight plug, and then it's got that piece that goes down there with a couple of pins, goes up in the guard, runs to your indicator. So that one will do the job for there. We've already got one put in over here. So she's plugged in, earth wires on, there's your headlight socket, and there's your two pins sticking out for your Parker indicator. So there you go. VH VJ with a little bit of VH added. Close enough. Beautiful. As I was saying before about this car being a Bitzer, we've now come to our next hurdle. So what the issue is, the auto paddle lights don't fit the buckets very well. That's the way it happens, you know, that's life, I can live with that. But now see that little notch, that little piece there is keyed to go into that little piece there. Okay, so one side is wider than the other, as you would notice there, right? So as you can see on the headlight, the narrow one's this side, the wide one is on this side. So, but if you look at the headlight bucket, it's the opposite way around. Now, I never knew what the difference was. I've been told that VG and VH headlight buckets are different, and I never knew what the difference was. Well, now I do. So these headlights are arrowed, right? They point up. And they're the wrong way around. So that needs to be flipped up. The headlight bucket needs to be flipped up the other way. Lo and behold, VGs have the adjuster at the top and not at the bottom like these ones do. So these need to be flipped upside down to fit the headlights. Awesome. So what we now need to do is find some VH headlight buckets. Love it. Anyway, we'll get on to that. Yeah, again, I was talking about this car being a Bitzer. It's this was the best loom we had, but it still did need a little bit of work. Like the dipper switch was, the high-low dipper was a bit how you going on it, and melted it, etc. You know, but It's what generally happens when they you put a set of driving lights or high wattage lights in them and don't put a relay. They'll melt the switch, melt the headlight switch, melt the dipper switch, you know, that sort of thing. So yeah, whenever you're fitting high wattage lights, even if you're just fitting high wattage high beam bulbs, always fit a relay, because your dipper switch and your headlight switch is not designed to carry that voltage. So anyway, we found another dipper switch and plug and everything in good condition. I'm just soldering him into the harness now, and we'll be good to go. Beautiful. We'll nearly have headlights working now, I reckon. Sweet. We've got our dipper switch hooked up. In theory, we should have headlights. Let's hope. Oh yes, we're on. Beautiful. What about low beam? Or high beam, whichever the case may be. We're on. Beautiful. Headlights are goers. Love it when a plan comes together. Alright, that's us for now, I reckon. Got a bit more done on the big girl. She's looking good, a little bit closer. So if you haven't already, please like, subscribe, share it around, and have a good one. Cheers.